Sometimes it gets too hard to do it on your own, so you need some peace and tranquility. This song from the Hat in Time OST, specifically the Seal the Deal OST, is very calming, and that is kind of why it's number 10 instead of something like number 5, because it's just very calm compared to everything else. And that's not a problem in any way. I love calm songs. I listen to this song almost every day just to calm myself down. Hell, I just got done playing Sonic Heroes. I suck at that game, so I started listening to Peace and Tranquility while I was listening to it, while I was playing the game, and everything was fine. It's just that the song is meant to just kind of be calming after going through some tough times, which, as the words on the bottom say, life is hard and stressful, so you need some peace in your life. There isn't much to say to the song other than it's really calming and it's really easy to just settle into and vibe with. He's the tallest of mountains and the roughest of waves. This game is the terrors that live within my dreams. This song is the only thing to come out of Sonic Forces that I actually like, which is why I mentioned it in my review on Narrow-Minded ENT, which you can check out. Honestly, the song is really good. I like it a lot. It just kind of gives Infinite as like this edgy guy. And I know edgy is pretty shit. I don't really like edgy characters, other than Shadow, but honestly, he's pretty lame. But, well, okay, not lame, but like, he's okay. But I'm not here to talk about Infinite, I'm here to talk about the song, which I guess it gives Infinite its name. It's good. I like to listen to it. It's heavy, and if you are new, I like heavy stuff like this, so yes, I do like this song. That's about it. It's a lot better than Peace and Tranquility. Well, okay. It's only better than Peace and Tranquility because I like to listen to this song more than I do Peace and Tranquility, because that's more of a situational song. This song I just like to turn on and listen to every now and then. It's, you know, it's something. Of course, there are a whole lot better things to come, so let's go and get into those. Did you really expect anything less? The Parallel Mage Sisters battle theme is one of my favorite battle themes of all time, which is why it's in my top 10 video game songs of all time. Well, okay, well, not of all time. Of course, things are subject to change. Video games are going to keep coming out. So let this part be as a warning that there's probably going to be a follow-up to this, just as there was a remastered of my top 10 games of all time remastered. There will be one of those for this video later down the line as more games come out and more songs come out. But back to the battle theme. I like this theme a lot. It's a medley of 3 different themes from the Kirby game, Kirby Star Allies, which I actually went on about in my group video in Narrow-Minded ENT, which once again you can check out, with top 10 video game songs. Since I was part of that, this song made it in. So, I mean, yeah, pretty much the same reason why I like it here as I do in there. So I'm not going to waste your time by going on about the same thing, so I'm going to go on about a few new things. Since then, I've played this game a bit more, and honestly, once again, it's still really fun. I'm not going to give a full-on review of this game, I'm just going to say this one thing before moving on. Flame Barrage is the best out of the 3, and there's nothing you can do to change my mind. The DD Destroyer Z. It's weird, it's strange, kinda comes out of nowhere, but it's really good nonetheless. This battle theme, once again, a battle theme, and second Kirby theme in a row. Don't worry, the next one isn't a Kirby theme. This is a weird one, not gonna lie. I didn't expect to have this amazing song come out of a mediocre Kirby game on the 3DS. It's kinda strange, to be honest. It's got a lot of good in it, but it's also just a remix through and through, so I can't really give it a whole lot of praise. It's just a remix, so, you know, the original didn't make it on this list, so don't expect to see it anywhere. In fact, Masked DDD or Buff DDD did not make it either, so don't expect any of that. But this song is really good, and I honestly can commend it for being this good. Also, this part right here is like my favorite part of the song, so please enjoy it. I don't know why, but I find that part really, really good. It's really weird. I don't know why. It just is. Let's move on to the next one. To be completely 100% honest with you, I don't know why I like this song so much. It's this strange feeling that's awakening within me, and I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but recently I've been getting into this whole BlazBlue thing, or BlazBlue, however it's pronounced. I've been getting into it, and I've been hearing a lot of A Fool or a Clown, and that is one of my favorite songs to listen to in the game. That's a lie. It's my favorite to listen to in the game, and I don't know why. It is really good and really strange to listen to, but it's also very, very good. I don't know what else to say. It's just kind of there. Other than that, it's just really good. I don't have much else to say. There's probably the least amount of things I have to say for any song. It's just really good, and I don't know why. Rivers in the Desert from Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal, whatever you want to call it. This song is really, really good. I am a fan of this. It kind of picks up the boss fight that it's used for, which is Shido's boss fight. It picks it up very, very much. It's very good, and I feel like it's used very well. The lyrics are very good. Like, it's good. It's all around a very good song. It's not as good as these next few, which is pretty obvious to me, but this is honestly really good. I love it a lot. Rivers in the Desert, good. I've said that so many times now, and that's just because it is. I don't have much to say when it comes to songs. Like, its tempo's good, its theme is good, its message is good. It's honestly very, very nice to listen to. There are a lot of good in this song. But, of course, there's always going to be better, which is why there's still 3, 2, and 1 left to get to. So, let's get to those, shall we? The Hollow Knight battle theme. Now, this is kind of strange because the game itself is called Hollow Knight, but I'm talking about the character in the game. So not just the game, but the character that's in it. I've given a brief explanation of who this character is in our top 10 video game characters of all time, but just because that was a little while back, rather than the top 10 game songs, which is our most recent collaboration, I'm going to go ahead and give a quick explanation. The Hollow Knight is a character that was meant to seal the infection within himself because he was made to be the perfect vessel. Being perfect is meaning you are null and void of any emotion. Of course, you can, by the way this boss fight goes, you can tell that didn't go as planned. This guy actually felt something, so he couldn't conceal the vessel. He couldn't seal the infection within himself. So they sealed him away in the black egg, so that way he wouldn't be able to unleash it on everyone. And now here we are, battling him so we can seal it within ourselves. The ending of this game is pretty sad, which I'll get into later. But this song right here gives me an emotion that I can not even give you the definition of. It's weird, and I don't know what it is. It's very, very good. Honestly, one of my favorite songs. Well, actually, it's my favorite song in a game, right next to the Grim Troop and the Hornet Battle theme. But that ending, Jesus Christ, that ending. You may have won, but the knight is forever trapped in the black egg. At least, maybe, until Hollow Knight Silksong. Boo's House from Team Sonic Racing, which is a combination of both Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Specifically, Sandoval Zone and some other desert-themed zone from Sonic Adventure 2. I don't really remember. All I know is that it's a combination of a remix of the two, and it's really good. Honestly, it's one of my every time I play this game, I always get on this track just because I want to listen to this music. It is fantastic, and I have no idea why. It's just great to listen to. It's strange. Honestly, I don't like desert levels, and I hate desert levels. Like, they're straight up my least favorite zone to play. I'll play an underwater level, I don't care. It's the deserts that I hate. But for some reason, this is just fun to listen to. Probably because it's fast-paced compared to, any other desert level I play. Every other one that is either super slow or super mundane. But this is really fast, and it's really upbeat, and it's really cool to listen to. And, I don't know why, but it's really, really good. It's honestly something you should definitely give a listen to. Now, as we move on, I want to start introducing honorable mentions. Last time we had them in the metal remixes, and now I think I'm going to make them a staple when it comes to these top 10s. So, let's go ahead and get into the honorable mentions. Astral Birth Void medley, the full thing. This thing is about 12 minutes long, and that's including the older version. The newer, updated version is crazy, and this song is made to make you feel like you're fighting a boss in Kirby's first foray in a 3D platforming-ish segment in any Kirby game, as far as I'm aware. This is crazy. This boss fight is gigantic, and while only this part is 3D along with this third phase of it, the boss fight is crazy. The music is insane. It's Elgaic, I suppose that's how you pronounce it, and or that's the term for this, but it is crazy. I don't know why it's so good. This Kirby game is regarded by most as the easiest Kirby game to complete, and one of the worst Kirby games to want to buy, but it's the only option since it's the Switch.
Kirby is crazy. The song is crazy. The theming is crazy. Everything about this is insane, and it's all beautifully wrapped up in one neat bow. The lore behind this guy is crazy. Void Termina, the destroyer of worlds. This guy is responsible for your entire journey and is what Highness and the three Mage Sisters have been working to summon this entire game. And now you're fighting them in the new mode that was added in the most recent update, and currently last update, of Kirby Star Allies, which came with the Mage Sisters, of course. These guys, not just the Mage Sisters, but this guy as a whole is a beast. And entering its core in Phase 2 is wild.
Phase 2 brings you into this strange pocket dimension within this guy's core, which sees you fighting a shell, which is kind of a pushover if you use the right characters, like Marks and Magolor, the most overpowered characters in Kirby lore. Using them makes this boss fight really easy. And entering Phase 3 brings you to an oddly familiar sort of phase. Void Termina, or Void, or Termina, whatever you want to refer to him as, summons wings that look an awful lot like Marx's. And I know that this whole thing here is more of a review of the boss fight rather than the song itself, but like I said earlier, I'm not very good at talking about songs, so I'm just giving my insight on the boss, and then, a few things about the song. Speaking of which, did you know Gameto did a remix of this song? Wow, who'd have thunk? I'll get into his whole thing later. Of course, this isn't a metal video, so I'm not going to focus entirely on that. But this whole thing right here is very, very godlike. I know I said this in the Necrozma part of my top 10, top 10 video game songs of all time in Nevermind the DNT's video, and I sticked with strictly the video game songs in this list. I didn't want to go with remixes or anything like that. I went with what was in the game already, and this was one of them. Talk about remixes later. Give some, honorable mentions, I suppose. But this song right here, babe, it's Gayak. Like I said earlier, if that is the word, if I'm wrong, then whoopsies. But this guy is very strong. He's buff boy. He's like buff boy number 15. He's like Muscle Man if he wasn't fat and got like 50,000 times taller than he already was. I'm gonna go ahead and skip on to the next phrase though, because this part's really easy. The final phase begins, and this phase is hardcore. Not just the boss fight, but the song as well. The song swells up in score and picks up every instrument that the studio has and uses every single last bit of it, while the boss fight is using moves that reference older Kirby games, references older phases from Kirby games, references older songs in Kirby games. This entire song is a fan letter to every fan of Kirby, whether you're new, old, or somewhere in between. This song is a goldmine of references. This boss fight is a goldmine of references. This entire thing is amazing, and I cannot believe that more people aren't doing this with their songs. And when I say that, I don't mean as if every single song needs to be a goldmine of references. I don't think I need to hear Living in the City or Live and Learn every time I listen to a Sonic song. I just feel like bosses that are meant to have this climactic moment should really start taking advantage of these climactic moments, knowing that fans are going to go crazy over them. Fans have been theorizing what this thing is for the past few years, and nobody really has found a concrete answer, neither have I. But just the fact that everyone is theorizing over what many would assume is just a plain update is crazy to me. It's almost as if the devs knew what they were doing. It's wild, and honestly I didn't really expect it out of Kirby, of all things. I know Kirby's been fighting demon hell bosses for the longest time, but something like this is insane. And having this guy show up, Dark Matter, make an appearance in this game, fans went crazy. Nobody really knew what this thing was, and the song picks up, well, I guess picks down in score. This is what I mean. You can just barely make out green greens in this ultimatum of a song. Well, I guess ultimatum's not the right word. This ultimate song. The song is amazing, fantastic, glorious. It's good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing. And honestly, this song deserves to be recommended more. This song deserves to be commended more. So now that we're done with that masterpiece, I just want to quickly, point fingers at this very epic thing right here. Just look at it. That was part of Gametal's most requested 2019 remix, which was the, Astro Birth Void medley. I recommend you give this a shot. And by recommend, I mean demand. Please give this a shot. Thank you all for watching, and you have yourself a fantastic day.